In my memory, I will always see the town that I have loved so well, where our school played ball by the gas yard wall, and we laughed through the smoke and the smell. Going home in the rain, running up the dark lane, past the jail and down behind the fountain. Those were happy days in so many, many ways, in the town I loved so well. In the early morning, the shirt factory horn calls the women from Cregan, the moor and the bog, while their men on the dole play the mother's role, fed the children and then trained the dog. And when times got rough, there was just about enough, but we saw it through without complaining. For deep inside was a burning pride in the town I loved so well. There was music there in the dairy air, like a language that we all could understand. I remember the day I earned my first pay, when I played in a small pickup band. There I spent my youth, and to tell you the truth, I was sad to leave it all behind me. There I learned about life, and I found a wife in the town I loved so well. But when I returned, how my eyes have burned to see how a town could be brought to its knees by the armored cars and the bombed out bars and the gas that hangs on to every breeze. Now the army's installed by the old gas yard wall, and the damp of fire gets higher and higher. With their tanks and their guns, oh my God, what have they done to the town I loved so well? Now the music music's gone, but they carry on, for their spirits bruised, never broken. They will not forget, and their hearts are set on tomorrow and peace once again. For what's done is done, and what's done is won, and what's lost is lost and gone forever. I can only pray for a bright, bright day in the town I love so well.
I was 18 years old when I went down to Dublin with a fistful of money and a cartload of dreams. Take your time, said me father, stop rushing like hell, and remember all is not what it seems to be. For there's fellas would cut you for the coat on your back, or the watch that you got from your mother. So take care, me young bucko, and mind yourself well, and will you give this wee note to me brother? At the time Uncle Benji was a policeman in Brooklyn, and me father, the youngest, looked after the farm. When a phone call from America said send the lad over, and the old fella said sure it wouldn't do any harm. For I've spent my life working this dirty old ground for a few pints of porter and the smell of a pound. And sure maybe there's something you learn or you'll see, and you can bring it back home, make it easy on me. So I landed at Kennedy, and a big yellow taxi carried me and me bags through the streets and the rain. Well, me poor heart was thumping around with excitement, and I hardly even heard what the driver was saying. We came in the Shore Parkway to the flatlands in Brooklyn, to my uncle's apartment on East 53rd. I was feeling so happy, I was humming a song, and I sang "You're as free as a bird." Well, to shorten the story, what I found out that day was that Benji got shot down in an uptown foray. And while I was flying my way to New York, poor Benji was lying in a coal city morgue. Well, I phoned up the old fella, told him the news. I could tell he could hardly stand up in his shoes, and he wept as he told me, go ahead with the plan, and not to forget, be a proud Irishman. So I went up to Nelly's beside Fordham Road, and I started to learn about lifting a load. But the heaviest thing that I carried that year was the bittersweet thoughts of my hometown so dear. I went home that December 'cause the old fella died. Had to borrow the money from a Phil on the side, and all the bright flowers and brass couldn't hide the poor wasted face of me father. I sold up the old farmyard for what it was worth, and into my bag stuck a handful of earth. I boarded a train and I caught me a plane and I found myself back in the US again. It's been 22 years since I've set foot in Dublin. Me kids know to use the correct knife and fork. But I'll never forget the green grass and the rivers as I keep law and order in the streets of New York. Na 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 na
we set sail from the sweet cove of Cork. We were sailing away with the cargo of bricks for the Grand City Hall in New York. 'Twas a wonderful craft, she was rigged for the aft, and know how the wild wind over. She stood several blasts, she had 27 masts, and they called her the Irish Rover.
We had 1,000,000 bags of the best lager rights. We had 2,000,000 barrels of corn. We had 3,000,000 barrels of our nanny goat's tails. We had 4,000,000 barrels of stone. We had 5,000,000 dogs, 6,000,000 huts, 7,000,000 barrels of port. We had 8,000,000 hides of our blind horses' hides, and all of the Irish Rover.
There was our Mickey Cute, who played hard on his flute when the ladies lined up for a set. He would tootle with skill for each sparkling quadrille, till the dancers were fluted and bent. With his smart, witty talk, he was cock on the walk, and he rolled a Dave Dunder and over. They all knew at a glance when he took up his stance, and he sailed in the Irish Rover.
Suddenly there was Hogan from County Tyrone. There was Johnny McGurk, who was scared stuff of work, and a man from Westmead come along. There was Slugger O'Toole, who was drunk as a road, and fighting that shicey from Dover. I am man like McCann from the banks of the Bann, the skipper and the Irish Rover.
For a sailor it's always a bother in life, it's so lonesome by night and by day. Then he longs for the shore and a pretty young whore who will melt all his troubles away. All the noise and the rout, filling, punching and stout, for him soon is done and over. Of the love of a maid, he is never afraid, and a son from the Irish Rover. We have sailed 7 years when the mazes broke out, and he shipped lost this way in the fog. And a whale of a crew was reduced down to two, with the skipper and our captain's on down. Then a ship struck a rock, oh Lord, what a shock. So it turned right over, turned 9 times around, then the poor old dog was drowned.